At a school bookstore, a student buys one eraser and 3 pencils for $200. Another student buys one eraser and one pencil for $80. Find the cost of one eraser and the cost of one pencil. Notice on the left we have the items bought, and on the right we have the total amount of money that each person spends. The second student bought one eraser and one pencil for a total of $80. If we should remove an eraser and a pencil from what the first student bought, we are left with 2 pencils. However, since we removed these items, we also need to remove the value of the items from the amount spent by the first student. Therefore, we need to remove $80 from the amount spent by the first student, leaving us with $120. The value of 2 pencils is $120. Therefore, the value of 1 pencil is $60. So if an eraser and pencil together cost $80, then the cost of the eraser would have to be $20. Let's look at another problem. At a school bookstore, a student buys 2 pens and 1 book for $240. Another student buys 3 pens and 2 books for $410 at the same store. Again, we put the items bought on the left and the total cost of the items on the right. Now, before we proceed, we want to ensure that we have either the same number of pens or the same number of books in both equations. Let's aim to get the same number of books in both equations. To achieve this, we can double the number of items in the top equation, double the number of pens to get 4 pens, double the number of books to get 2 books. Now, since the items in the top equation are doubled, we need to also double the cost to get $480. Now we know that the cost of 3 pens and 2 books is $410. So if we move 3 pens and 2 books from the top equation, we need to subtract $410 from the total cost on the right-hand side of the equation, leaving us with $70. So the cost of 1 pen is $70. Now, since the cost of 1 pen is $70, it means that the cost of 3 pens is 3 times 70. That's $210. So if we remove 3 pens from the bottom equation, we also need to subtract the value of those 3 pens from the right-hand side of the equation, which is $210, leaving us with $200. Therefore, 2 books cost $200, which means that the cost of 1 book is $100. The same problem can be represented algebraically. We can use P for pens and B for books. For the 2 pens and 1 book, we put the equation 2P plus B equal to a total cost of $240, while for the 3 pens and 2 books, we put 3P plus 2B equals $410. Remember, we want to get the same number of pens or the same number of books in both equations. If we multiply the top equation by 2, each term will be doubled to get 4P plus 2B equals 480. So this new equation now has 2 books, just like equation 2, which we'll bring forward to pair with it. We can now subtract this new pair of equations from each other, so it's the terms above minus the terms below. So 4P minus 3P leaves us with 1P, which is just P. 2B minus 2B leaves us with 0, so we just leave it blank. And on the right, 480 minus 410 equals 70, which means that 1 pen costs $70 as we found earlier. To find the cost of a book, we can substitute the value of P into any of the equations above. Let's substitute the value of P into equation 1. That's 2P plus B equals 240. Now 2P means 2 times P. So that's 2 times 70, which is 140. So now we have 140 plus B equals 240. To solve for B, we can subtract 140 from both sides to get B equals 100. So the cost of one book is $100, as we found previously. Let's do a final problem where negative values are now involved, like the pair of simultaneous equations shown here. Remember, the aim is to get the same amount of either items in both equations. So we can aim to have same number of x's, or the same number of y's. To get the same number of x's, we usually just alternate the coefficients and multiply. So in this case, the x coefficients are 2 and 3. So we alternate and multiply equation 1 by 3 and multiply equation 2 by 2. Multiplying each and every term in equation 1 by 3, we get 6x plus 15y equals 39. And multiplying each and every term in equation 2 by 2, we get 6x minus 4y equals 20. Now that we have the same coefficient of 6 for the terms in x, we can subtract this new pair of equations from each other. We'll do the term above minus the term below. So 6x minus 6x leaves nothing. 15y minus negative 4y becomes 15y plus 4y due to the double negative being equivalent to plus. Hence, we get 19y. On the right, we have 39 minus 20 equals 19. Now divide both sides by 19 to get y equal 1. Now substitute y equal 1 into equation 1 to get 2x plus 5 equals 13. Subtract 5 from both sides to get 2x equals 8. Divide both sides by 2 to get x equals 4. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.